10 years after redefining her sound with Revival, Selena Gomez just brought that era back from the shadows, and fans can't stop talking about it. Her new song, In the Dark, dropped out of nowhere, and within hours, the internet lit up with nostalgia. But here's the twist. This isn't just another comeback single. It's a deliberate throwback, wrapped inside a brand new project no one saw coming. From the haunting black-on-black visuals to the subtle callbacks to her most iconic era, Selena seems to be sending a message, one that goes way deeper than just music. So what exactly is she trying to tell us with In the Dark? And why did she choose now to revisit the moment that changed everything for her career? Selena didn't tease it. She didn't announce it. She just dropped In the Dark out of nowhere, and instantly fans were hooked. The track appeared as part of Nobody Wants This Season 2, the soundtrack. But the moment people hit play on the music video, it was clear this wasn't just a random release. The video opens with Selena standing in wide open spaces, draped in sleek, all-black ensembles that look like a direct nod to her Revival era. Minimal, raw, and effortlessly confident. The lighting stays moody, the shots almost cinematic, like she's performing in the middle of her own memories. Every frame feels intentional, stripped of distractions, focusing completely on her voice and emotion. She sings softly, "And I'll be there when you lose yourself, to remind you of who you are." It's vulnerable but powerful, the kind of lyric that hits different when you know what she's been through. Fans immediately noticed how the visuals matched the message. She's alone, but not lonely. In the dark, but glowing from within. And while most artists would use heavy effects or flashy editing, Selena went the opposite route. Clean, spacious, and honest. It's the same quiet confidence she carried during her Revival phase, but with a grown woman edge. When Selena mentioned on Instagram that In the Dark was just a little Revival droplet, fans immediately knew what she meant. She wasn't just reminiscing. She was reaching back to the Revival days, the moment she stopped being seen as a Disney star and started being recognized as a full-fledged artist. Back in 2015, Revival was her declaration of independence. It was the era of sleek minimalism, emotional honesty, and unapologetic confidence. Songs like Hands to Myself and Good for You showed a new side of Selena, raw, sensual, and self-assured. She was rewriting her own story, and that energy defined her for years to come. Fast forward a decade later, and In the Dark feels like a mirror held up to that same era, but through older, wiser eyes. The black outfits, the stripped-down production, and the subtle vulnerability, all of it feels like a spiritual sequel to Revival. It's as if she's saying, "I've been through the fire, and I'm still here." Even the way she described it, a little revival to it, felt deliberate. She wasn't trying to recreate her past, she was acknowledging it. It's nostalgia without regression, a reminder of how far she's come since that bold reinvention 10 years ago. But this wasn't just about revisiting an old sound. There's a deeper layer hidden inside the lyrics, one that reveals exactly where Selena's heart is today. At first listen, In the Dark sounds like a simple love song, but if you really pay attention, it's so much more than that. When Selena sings, "I'll be there when you lose yourself, to remind you of who you are," it doesn't just sound romantic, it feels personal, like she's speaking to every version of herself she's ever had to rediscover. Selena has always used music as therapy, turning her pain into melody. From heartbreak to health battles to rediscovering her self-worth, she's never been afraid to show her scars. In the Dark continues that tradition, but this time there's a calm in her voice. Not heartbreak, not anger, just understanding. It's the sound of someone who's found peace in vulnerability, and that's what makes this track so powerful. It's not about begging for love or proving herself. It's about being there for someone else and for herself, even in the moments that feel impossible to see through. It's self-assurance wrapped in empathy, confidence laced with care. In a way, In the Dark flips the narrative. Instead of running from the darkness, she embraces it. She's saying the quiet parts out loud, that even when life feels heavy, beauty still exists. And that realization hits harder when you remember everything she's faced in the public eye. But the song's meaning gets even deeper when you realize it wasn't just released as a standalone single. It was tied to something bigger, a move that connected music, storytelling, and strategy all at once. For Selena, In the Dark isn't just another song. It's another step in her ongoing story. Earlier this year, she released I Said I Loved You First, a collaborative album with her now husband, Benny Blanco. That record peeled back the curtain on their relationship, showing fans a softer, more grounded version of Selena, a woman who's found comfort in love but still carries the wisdom of her past. Now, In the Dark feels like a bridge between who she was and who she's becoming. It's not drenched in heartbreak like her earlier music, and it's not as dreamy as her recent love songs. Instead, it's balanced, reflective, steady, confident. It's the sound of someone who's done the work, healed from the chaos, and is finally comfortable owning every version of herself. It's easy to forget how much she's weathered over the years, the public breakups, the constant constant scrutiny, the battle to separate her identity from the headlines. But through it all, Selena has managed to evolve without losing her core message: authenticity. Within the dark, she's not chasing trends or attention. She's refining her voice, reminding everyone that growth doesn't always mean starting over. Sometimes it means circling back, stronger than before. And that's why this drop feels intentional. It's not nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. It's Selena reclaiming her own story on her own terms. She's showing the world that she can revisit the past without being trapped by it. The moment In the Dark dropped, social media exploded. Within hours, clips from the video were flooding TikTok, fans comparing it to her revival visuals, calling it the comeback of a lifetime and peak Selena energy. Hashtags like "Revival is back" and "In the Dark MV" started trending, and the comment sections were filled with people pointing out all the Easter eggs she sprinkled in, from the minimalist black outfits to the vulnerable tone that mirrors her 2015 era. Some fans even said the new video felt like a sequel to Good For You, calling it grown-up revival. Others noticed the difference in her expression: less performance, more presence. One viral tweet summed it up perfectly: she's not proving a point anymore, she's just being. Music blogs quickly picked up on the buzz too. Articles described it as a full-circle moment, praising the understated elegance and emotional maturity behind the track. Even critics who followed her career from the Disney days admitted this was one of her most authentic drops yet. And of course, speculation followed. Some fans believe In the Dark might be teasing a larger revival-themed project, maybe an anniversary reissue or a short film tying her past to her present. Others think it's simply Selena closing that chapter once and for all. Either way, the conversation hasn't stopped. The reaction proves one thing: when Selena revisits her past, it doesn't feel like repetition, it feels like revelation. She's not chasing nostalgia, she's redefining it. But whether In the Dark is a sign of something bigger or just a moment of reflection, one thing is clear: Selena knows exactly what she's doing. So what does In the Dark really tell us about Selena Gomez? It's more than a music video or a single on a soundtrack. It's a carefully crafted moment that bridges her past and present, a wink to the revival era while showing the growth and confidence she's gained over the last decade. She's reminding fans that you can honor your history without being trapped by it, that vulnerability can be powerful, that beauty can shine even in the shadows. And with the internet buzzing and speculation running wild, Selena has once again proven her ability to capture attention, not with drama, but with artistry and emotional truth. Whether this is a hint at a bigger project or simply a reflective stop on her journey, one thing is certain: she's still shaping the conversation, still redefining what it means to grow, and still showing the world that some light shines brightest in the dark.